Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess. And we're here to talk about Cynthia Bailey and her friend contract and everything under the sun, okay? Now, with that being said, as you guys already know, Cynthia Bailey was basically announced to everybody that she will no longer be a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta for the season 14 that's coming up. I think they just started filming a couple of days ago. She revealed that to all of us, and you know, I was surprised by the reaction that we got. You know, some people, you know, for many years, a lot of people, including myself, were saying that we wanted Cynthia gone because she was boring, she was a flip-flopper, she was this, she was that. But now that she's gone, everybody seems to be in an uproar about it, and everybody seems to be pissed off about it because she's gone. Now, my thing about this is, y'all been saying that this woman is boring for so many years, and now y'all saying now Cynthia and Portia gone, who are we going to have to watch? Y'all are so fickle, and y'all need to make up y'all mind. Because y'all want the woman to be gone seasons ago. Y'all said she been skating by, coasting by, all of this other stuff, and I was one of the ones who said it as well. But now that she gone, y'all want to act like y'all gonna miss her. Y'all not gonna miss her, so stop acting like you're gonna miss her, because you're not, okay? But however, Cynthia explained that she was definitely ready to leave the show. I guess she felt like, you know, 11 or 12 years has been a decent run for her at this point in time. You know, she was ready to do other things, and, you know, they offered her a friend contract, and she felt like, okay, I could just take this friend contract and I could just, you know, ice myself out of the show. But after a while, she was like, you know what, there's no point. I'll just go ahead and leave. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she decided to do with that situation. Now, I got an article here from thejasminebrand.com. That's my source for today. Gonna read it. Gonna give you my opinion as I read it, and after I'm done reading it, and we're gonna talk about it in the comment section down below, or the chat in the premiere, whichever one y'all doing, okay? So we're going to get into it. Former RHOA star Cynthia Bailey is making it clear that she's finished with the series, even after the network offered her a part-time role. Cynthia Bailey surprised a lot of fans when she confirmed reports that she was leaving the popular reality series after 11 years. She said of her departure recently that it's been an incredible journey. I have to be honest with you guys, I'm happy, but I'm also sad at the same time. It's almost like, what in the world? How did I do this for 11 years? When I look back, even looking at the intro, I want to go back and watch all the seasons with me on it. Because when you live it and when you're a part of it, it's actually a very difficult show to watch sometimes. She spoke on the transitions fans have seen her experience and added, it's a hard show to do. I feel like I did it my way, and I made it out alive with a brand and a whole husband. And as for what made her ultimately leave, she said it was time. It was honestly time. When asked if it was her decision, bravos, or one that was mutual, she said, I had been thinking about it for a while. Just the whole transition. I knew it wasn't going to last forever. I knew I didn't want to do it forever. 10 years is a good run. But with that said, with me just thinking about it, then the whole thing happened with us going on hiatus, so it gave me more time to really think about it. And then I just got really used to not going back. She continued and said when they did come back, once they figured out what they wanted to do, they actually offered me a friend contract. She joked that she was the first to introduce the friend contract on RHOA, referencing a moment that she and Nene Leakes had solidified their relationship in season 3. Cynthia Bailey added that she considered it at first before deciding to walk away for good. I thought, you know what, that may be a perfect way for me to transition. I don't have to completely be a housewife, and I could be a friend and kind of just phase myself off the show. And then I decided, you know what, cut the cord. She ended by denying her husband of almost 1 year, Mike Hill, influenced her decision as he lives in Los Angeles. Listen, let me correct the streets. Mike has always been super supportive of me, for sure. At the end of the day, he wants me to do what is going to be the best for me and what's happy for me. While she says she needs a break and isn't open to doing another franchise in LA, she said that she could return to the small screen soon. She went on to address fans' concerns about the future of Real Housewives of Atlanta amid her departure, as well as Portia Williams, who announced that she was also leaving as well. Nene also exited the series ahead of its previous 13th season. Cynthia Bailey said, every show has to evolve, and I don't think any one person or two people make the show. I'm rooting for them. Bravo is great about just bringing people back every now and then. She also said it's time without question for Marlo, who has been a friend of the show since season 4, to get her peach as a full-time cast member. She later opened up about reuniting with Nene Leakes for the first time in years. While their friendship has had its ups and downs, they reunited following the passing of Nene Leakes' husband, Greg Leakes. Cynthia said, I was devastated for Nene when Greg passed. I was there. I was a very good friend of hers when she found out that he had cancer. So I've kind of been along this journey with her the entire time. Unfortunately, my husband and I were not able to make it to the celebration, so it was just weighing on me because I wanted that moment, but I didn't know what that moment would feel like with her because we weren't friends anymore. How do you go to your friend that's not your friend and say, hey, I just want to come and sit with you. I just want to come and hug you. She said that she was scared to death and decided to call Marlo Hampton, one of Nene's close friends. I was like, Marlo, you're taking me to see Nene. I'm back in Atlanta. I need to see her. When they were having their issues, I helped pull them back together, so she owes me, and I was really nervous. Marlo Hampton suggested surprising Nene Leakes at her restaurant, Lenithia Lounge in Atlanta, but Cynthia said she was unsure of how she would react. It could go either way. She added, by the time I saw her, it was a moment. It was a little awkward at first, but after about 10 minutes, we were fine. We pretty much helped close the Lenithia Lounge. What are your thoughts on Cynthia Bailey's remarks? Alright, now that was the article from thejasminebrand.com, and as you guys already know, I'm about to come in with my remarks on that. Now, with that being said, I'm glad that Cynthia left the show in a classy fashion. She left it with the doors open for her to come back if she ever wants to. If Bravo ever wants to bring back somebody from the past, they can easily call Cynthia up. So I'm glad that she still is in good standing with them. Now, at this point in time, I feel like with the Real Housewives of Atlanta fans, they're very fickle. One minute they want a cash shakeup. The next minute they want to bring back a bunch of old people and shit like that, people that's already been on the show. At some point you have to evolve and you have to move on and pass the torch to somebody else. At this point we've had the same cast, mostly the same cast in season 5. There has been a time where the Housewives of New York had to go through a casting overhaul where they just sliced and diced half the cast and they only left Luann, Ramona, and Sonia on the cast. You know, you had a chance where Housewives of New Jersey had to chop down this cast because, I mean, it was mainly the Teresa show and it was all about her family, and that was no longer entertaining. They had to do the same thing for Orange County. These people can't be on these shows forever, and you got to give somebody else a chance and give somebody else a shot. I'm all for this new season of Housewives of Atlanta. I'm all for meeting these new cast members and seeing how they gel with the remainders. I'm here for Drew coming back. Like, I'm here for all of this new energy that's on the way to this show. And just because Nene is gone, just because Portia is gone, just because Cynthia is gone, that does not mean that the show just can't go on without them. It can and it will. It has in the past. All they need to do is produce the show better, and all they need to do is use the people that they have in the correct way. That's how I feel. With that being said, I would have minded seeing Cynthia come back as a friend. I definitely wouldn't have minded. That's Josiah texting me out. I would have minded her coming back as a friend at all. I wouldn't have. But at the end of the day, you know, she's been doing this for a long time. Sometimes you just got to go and you got to do your own thing, and you just got to see what else is out there for you. Cynthia can easily get another show. Bravo would give her something else. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to do. So I don't see the issue with that. So I am happy for Cynthia. I'm happy that she's exiting out the way that she wants to, and she's doing it on a good note. Not everybody can say that. Now we move on to Cynthia going to see Nene in the wake of Greg's passing. Now, reading that kind of gave me the feels, I'm not going to lie, because it's kind of like with me, and I know I just mentioned him on my last video that I posted, but it's just like with me and Justin. We are no longer friends. I have not seen nor spoken to Justin since 2017. As you guys already know, if you don't know now, you know now since I'm bringing it up. His brother passed away about a couple of weeks ago, and I sent my condolences on camera and sent everybody his way to send condolences. Sometimes when a relationship ended a certain type of way, you really don't know how to approach it, because for me, That was one thing that we did have in common, was the fact that we both have younger brothers that we love so much. And on top of that, I used to look at Justin as a big brother. So when his brother died, I really didn't know how to handle it. I had not talked to Justin in 4 years, and I knew that I was just basically just now coming to a place where I was no longer holding a grudge against him, or no longer being angry with him for the way our relationship ended the way that it did. I was more so hurt about the way it ended, you know what I mean, and how it ended. So I was just now coming to terms with that, and I just didn't feel like he would have wanted to hear from me, you know, regardless of, because I don't know, I look at relationships and friendships differently, and I know that when I have a certain type of connection with a person, even if we're not friends, I'm gonna always care in some kind of way. If you get what I'm saying, I'm gonna always care. I'm gonna always be, you know, rooting for you. I'm gonna always, even if I hate your guts, I still care. I hate you. I hate your guts, but I still care about you. I still care about what happens. I hate your guts because of the way things happen, but I still love you at the same time, if that makes sense. So when his brother died, I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether I should go to his Instagram to reach out to him or not. So I just decided to just do it publicly. You know what I mean? And all that other stuff. Just put whatever feelings that I ever had to the side and just be like, listen, y'all go and send him some condolences and send him some love. You know what I mean? So I understand where Cynthia was coming from with her situation with Nene, because they did not end on the best terms. So it's kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? What do I do? What do I say? How do I go about this? I don't want to just not be there for her in the wake of this, because I was with her when this man was dealing with his cancer and all of that stuff. So it just wouldn't sit well with me and my spirit if I wasn't there for her. So I see why she called Marlo, and I see why she came, and I understood how awkward it probably was at the beginning. But it's going to be awkward at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, if me and Justin never seen each other now and we spoke, it would definitely be awkward. I know it would, because, you know, you ain't seen this person in 4 years. So it's going to be awkward. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be kind of weird, but it is what it is, because so much has happened, so much has went on, so much has been said. You know, it's going to feel that way. But I'm glad that Cynthia was able to push through and be there for Nene in her time of need. Because regardless of where you are now, you also have to remember where you were then. So at the end of the day, shout out to Cynthia. I know I've given her a lot of fever over the years. I know I've said a lot of mean things to her over the years, but I do appreciate the things that she did bring. I do appreciate how she left this show, and I do appreciate her never just really folding and switching up. She always remained herself. That's one thing I can give her. So shout out to Cynthia. I'm probably gonna miss you at this point, because I used to love Cynthia's confessionals. I think I loved her confessionals more than anyone's. Even if I didn't like her at the time, I still loved her confessionals. But shout out to Cynthia Bailey and everything that she got going on. And shout out to her and Nene for just being able to put all bullshit aside and just be there for one another, okay? With that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty. This is another episode of Yes for the Message. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And also click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. Also, be sure to share this video if you can. Also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, Twitter and IG will be down below. I do follow back on IG. All you gotta do is hit me up in the DM. Let me know who you are by sending me a message, hashtagging Team Scotty, and I would definitely follow you back if it has somebody, because I do follow back. Now let me get up and get myself together, put on some clothes and shit. Y'all used to me having some clothes on. I'm going right back to where I used to be with this damn white beat on. But y'all, I am tired. I have had a weekend, and I worked 7 days before I even got to Atlanta. I worked from Thursday to Thursday, then Friday I had to catch a plane to Atlanta and all that other stuff. So child, listen, I already knew I had to catch up, so it is what it is, child. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here till my next video. I'll holler at you later. Peace out.
We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.